Look, if $3,600 could help you if you were to make it in the next 8 days, then make sure you watch this video all the way through, because not only have I helped someone do literally that exact same thing, but I've also helped so many other people make tons of money just within the last month as well. So without any further ado, we're not going to do that overdrawn YouTube intro stuff. We're just going to get right into the video.
Now, as you can see, it's literally going to take him 2 to 3 hours per week just to do this. And then on top of that, he also got a $3,000 per month client. Right there you can see, bro, I just closed a $3K per month retainer, LFG, let's go. He excused the foul language, but I mean, it's pretty exciting when you actually close one of those life-changing clients. Over here, you can also see that he was sending this message to the group that he closed $600 per month. And then also right here, as you can see, he closed a whale e-commerce client for $3K per month, if you want to know a little bit more about that deal. And then on top of that, over all that, so 8 days, 3.6K per month, right there is where he was saying it. And on top of that, the next month, he went from 3K per month to 4K per month with that one client. So he's at 4.6K. And this is not an isolated occurrence. As you can see, all of these people are doing the exact same thing. I open up my my phone in the morning. What do I see? Oh, bro, I got hired by an agency for 4K per month plus 15% commissions and sales. Bro, I just closed 13,000 Australian in the last 4 weeks. Bro, 5K per month client I just closed, 10K per month, 10K per month. And this is literally within the last month, but copywriting is cooked, bro. That's what they say, isn't it? Copywriting is cooked, bro. It doesn't work that well. It doesn't work as well as whatever it is out. Like, bro, this is like a portrait of the person that says, bro, copywriting is cooked. Bro, my friend, how could you even argue such a thing when the wins are just going crazy? It doesn't make any sense. So here's the overall system that I have been using lately. And to put it extremely simply, it starts with Upwork. It starts with Upwork because Upwork is an extremely easy way to get your first couple of clients. Super, super easy. Most of those wins that you just saw were from Upwork. A lot of them are from these other ones as well, like Instagram and email. But Upwork is absolutely crushing right now. And I'm going to show you why. Now, on top of those, the ones to use to help all of those outreach methods actually perform their best are Miro, Documents, and Tella. And I'm going to show you exactly how to use all of them, what they mean, and how it goes. Combine all these and you're going to be making yourself a pile of cash. Now, it all starts with Upwork. Now, the problem with Upwork is that everybody thinks Upwork is somewhere where, you know, the Somali pirates go to hang out, and this is where people are going, and they'll write you 25 emails for $3.82. But in reality, that is just a stereotype that's not actually true, especially when you create an Upwork profile with the tips that I'm about to show you right here. Because guess what? It literally doesn't even matter what outreach method you use, whether it's Upwork, some sort of cold outreach, Instagram, Facebook, email, it doesn't matter, as long as you have all of the authority builders. All of the authority builders that I'm going to show you how to use right here in this video. So the main thing with Upwork is this. You can get started literally today. You can click off this video and go create an account. It's extremely simple. You build a great profile. You create your great description. You look for projects. You repeat. You send out proposals. Now, is that just going to make you make money, just roll in? No. It's how you do it more than just, oh, Upwork is the answer. Because guess what? The answer isn't ever going to be in this secret outreach method. The answer is how you conduct the outreach method. So let me show you exactly how to do that. So here are all the thoughts that are going through your clients or potential clients' head. Number one, there are so many proposals. You don't even have a modicum of an idea of how many proposals these guys get. It's insane. They're all copy and paste. They all look the exact same. Nobody took the time to actually understand my particular problem, so they're not personalized whatsoever. They're all claiming to be amazing, but who am I supposed to believe? How am I supposed to believe it? What's their proof? Some have done some good things, but how can I trust that they'll do my copy well? Am I ever even going to find anybody? Because hiring sucks. And a lot of people, they just think initially that, oh, bro, hiring as a business owner must be so easy. You just put out an application, you get a bunch of qualified people that are like, and they just choose the best one. Honestly, you put out an application, 100 people will apply, and not one of them even knows how to write copy half decently. That is how it goes as a business owner. So as long as you can do this, right? This is the number one takeaway. This is the thesis of the whole video. As long as you can stand out, you're not worried about shaking the boat. You don't want to sound too overly corporate, but you also stand out as in you have good results or good authority. You can have good results and good authority without ever even having a client before. Don't worry, I'll show you exactly how to do that. So if you need any of these resources that I'm about to show you right now, people are going to be commenting, bro, I can't find this resource. Where is it? Link's not working, this, that, the other thing. My friend, I'm one DM away. I'm right here on Instagram. You can go and message me. And just as a disclaimer, Instagram literally won't show me your DM unless you follow. So you'll have to follow so that you actually end up in my regular folders. Otherwise, I probably won't see it. So as you can see, I have a ton of resources here, and now they're here for a reason. I'm going to show you exactly how to use them all together. So the first one is, like I was saying, you have to increase your authority as much as possible by building your portfolio. That's like the number one easiest thing that you can do. Your portfolio is simply just copy that you've written. It doesn't have to be for a client. It doesn't have to be past experience or your quote unquote like resume. It can literally just be a bunch of emails that you've written that are really good. So right here, I have the document. I can actually interact with it right here. I have some fundamentals right here that we can go over very, very, very quickly. Now, as you can see, there's two types of portfolios. There's a client work portfolio, which is copy that you've written for your clients. And then there's a practice portfolio, which is what you want to create as soon as possible. It is comprised of the best emails that you've ever written, and you don't actually have to be paid for them. It doesn't really matter. They just want to see that you can actually write copy. All right. That's basically what I'm saying right here. They want to see that you can master somebody's brand voice, that you can create clarity over cleverness, and that you can actually increase their engagement with all of these factors. You understand their niche, et cetera, et cetera. As long as you can show all of those things that I showcase right there in that document, then you're good. You're literally good. And you do this by creating a document with all your portfolio stuff, inside of it. And now I have a few more here that are like, if you want to go even more in depth, I mean, there's an infinite amount of things you can do to make your portfolio just look pristine. But here's a couple. So first thing is you can build a website. Now, I usually tell people to avoid building a website because they sit there and will build their website for the next freaking like 25 years. It's insane. So if you can't just create it in a day, then don't even bother, right? You can just do it in a Google document. It's not a big deal. Now, the cover letter is fire. I have templates to all of this, all of these Canva templates and things actually in that document. Again, if you want access to it, it's inside the free copy starter kit, link down below. But you can also just message me on Instagram if you have any questions or even just want any of these. Right here's a cover letter. Again, you're just doing stuff that nobody is doing. You are showing effort that nobody else is showing. And then on top of that, one of the biggest authority pieces is a Tele plus Miro video. What is a Tele plus Miro video? My friend, you're watching one right now. This whole vision board is made with Miro and it's recorded with Tele. So I'm able to do cool things like change the layouts, et cetera, et cetera. It's super cool. And alternatively, you can use Loom video, which is just a screen recording and the face recording. But I like Tele because it has just a little bit of cooler elements to it. But with this, what you're able to do is create a really short, simple, sweet, quick introduction video of yourself, maybe showcasing your portfolio, or even better, showcasing some experience if you have some. Now, if you don't have any experience, you don't even understand how easy it is to just get experience from something like Upwork. Like, dude, 3.6K in 8 days. Is there any real more to say? And that's from 2 different clients. I mean, that's how long it takes. It doesn't take that long. Is that going to happen for everybody? Is it super easy? Do you not need to do anything? No, of course there's work involved. Of course there's a little bit of luck involved. Of course there's skill involved. But man, if someone can do it that quickly, and I just showed you all those wins just from the last month, my friend, there's opportunity out there for you. So reach out and grab it. Now, you also, of course, want great emails in here. You're always going to want great emails in your portfolio, no duh. Now, how do you create these awesome emails? Well, again, I have a full resource here for you that shows you things like who you can start writing about and writing for, like these brands, more about how to actually discover all the things that they write about so you can match their brand voice, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then a bunch of examples, how to find what to write about, like literally everything that you need, the structures for your emails. I mean, dude, you have everything. You literally have everything as easy as it possibly can. Honestly, this stuff should be paid. This is the stuff that you get in courses, but I'm giving out for free today. And on top of that, let's say you just are not really that good. I'm giving you a free AI prompt pack, which is right here. And you could use AI to essentially just write the copy for you, but you come in and make it your own afterwards, right? I never recommend you go to AI, tell it, make me an email, and then you just copy and paste it, and you're like, oh yeah, here's my email. Here's my portfolio. This is not what you want to do. Instead, I have this fully copy and pastable AI prompt right here that you can just drop right into ChatGPT. For example, I tell ChatGPT exactly what to do. Subject line, make it under 40 characters. Make it a benefit that sparks curiosity. The entire email has one main idea. Every email has a CTA. Build authority at the top of the email. I mean, I tell it every single thing to do so that now it knows how to write emails in the best possible way. Because let's be honest, if you just go to it and say, write me an email, it's going to be trash. It's going to be absolutely trash. So instead, if you give it all of these things that make up a good email and you literally teach it how to make a good email, it will make one for you. Again, that is a copy and pastable prompt that you can just get inside of the free AI prompt pack. Now we're going to go over here. If you do all of these things, you will have a ton more authority than everybody else. You will stand out more than everybody else possible. And every single proposal you send it with a video introducing yourself, because everybody else is so scared. Nobody wants to actually put in the effort. If you're able to show that you are one of those young and hungry entrepreneurs who really wants to make a name for themselves, and you prove to them how much you're willing to work, you also make it authentic and you make it personalized, that is all you need. Experience is just a nice to have at that point, and you only don't have experience one time. As soon as you get a client, now you get an opportunity to show your experience. And now that you have experience, which you will very shortly after watching this video, you get to add that into your Miro. You get to add that onto your cover letter. You get to add that into your portfolio. And now, again, you are just undeniable. Whereas everybody else out here, I'm telling you, while they might get a ton of copywriters on these freelancing platforms, they're all garbage. They're all dookie balls, and nobody wants to work for them and work them. So next is creating an Instagram profile. Now, even if you are doing Upwork outreach, for example, you still need to have an Instagram profile that shows everything. It shows you. This is where you can show your authenticity, your personality, the things that you like to do, and you can also increase your perceived social value. For example, if you take a picture on a jet, you look more trustworthy than some dude who took a picture in like an abandoned building. Now, am I telling you need to have a jet? You need to be some flexer guy? No, obviously that's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying as long as you associate yourself with high value things on your Instagram, you talk about what you do, you talk about the results that you've gotten. Now, again, it is just another point of proof that you actually do this. You didn't just start yesterday. You get results for your clients and you know what you're talking about. And that's all that really matters. So in order to do that, I have, again, a resource here for you. Believe it or not. Yes, I'm basically the free value king, the free resource king over here. Now, to hop right into here, as you can see, this is the difference that it makes. So let's say that a business sees your outreach or they see your Upwork profile and you link your Instagram. If they check it out and it looks ugly and you have one stupid picture of a tree on there, they're going to ignore you. But on the other hand, if everything looks really good, you have reels about your results. You have stuff about your random advice for business owners, high value content on there. If you're doing something cool, you also have a testimonial that you put on there. All of this, again, it all goes towards your social proof. Everybody else is going to look like this guy, and you are going to look like the guy down there at the bottom. You need to pull out all the stops and make yourself look as high value as possible. That's just it. That's just all that there is to it. Now, I have a bunch of examples, again, that you can go and look at and see what actually makes a really good profile on Instagram, right? I have tons of examples, exactly what to do. It's all right here. So that is Instagram. You can also just outreach on Instagram itself. And that's the second thing to do. So first of all, you want to get your Upwork all set up. You want to start outreaching on that. You want to optimize your descriptions, also optimize your proposals, and always be using that. But you also want to diversify your approach, especially once you have Upwork down. You should take like a week. Upwork, building things, you build your portfolio, you're building your outreach, you're doing it consistently. All right, now it's time to diversify. And you do that by starting on Instagram. Instagram is just the easiest, simplest way to start because it's where all the businesses are. Every single business has an Instagram. It's very, very simple to find them and prospect. So I have Instagram DM screenshots of me closing 4K per month clients, another free resource that you guys get, absolute banger. And I don't know what else to say. It is literally just what I tell you it is. It's me closing deals in the DMs, me getting on calls, sending people video intro DMs. This is actually where I got a client from email. This was like a $200 per email deal. And we did like an 8 email sequence. And that was one of my first big deals. Anyways, I got all of the screenshots right there. So if you're wondering like, well, what do I say in the DMs? How do I outreach to them? How do I get them to reply? How do I follow up? Dude, literally every single thing is right there in that document. You don't need anything else. Now, you have the Upwork going and you have the Instagram going. Instagram is extremely easy. It's so easy. You literally just get on there, send people messages. And the same thing with Instagram. You send people also Miro and Tele videos for free value in order to build your authority, help them, and prove that you can actually help them, make them more money with your copy and with your skills. And now all of a sudden, dude, again, nobody else is doing this. And if they do, they're like, hey man, let me review one of your headlines. Or I wrote you this email, dude, will you hire me? Dude, if you're actually showing people how you're going to make them money, you do a funnel audit with Tele and Miro, it's going to go so much farther than the alternative. So now we're going to hop over here. 10 easy to customize cold email outreach templates. Cold email outreach templates. Now, I don't really need to tell you what these are, but the reason why email is so important on top of Instagram is because with Instagram, you're already doing the prospect. You're already going through the work of finding potential clients and picking them. So if you already have this list of potential clients and they haven't outreached or they haven't replied to your outreach on Instagram yet, then the easiest thing in the world to do is go to their Instagram profile, grab their email, and send them an email on top of that. Now, you are literally just making the most out of every single prospect that you find. It is as easy as humanly possible. On top of that, you can also prospect on things like TikTok and YouTube, which are things that I didn't even put in here, but the opportunities are legitimately endless, especially when you do the things that I'm showing you here when it comes to authority. Increasing the authority is the number one thing that you can do. Stop thinking like it's where I outreach. That is not what even matters. Not even like 10%. It's how you outreach. It's what you outreach with. It's what you say. It's how you say it, not where you outreach to. It's a huge misconception that people have. So I went through everything. Those are basically all of the things that you would ever possibly need. So just to recap, week 1, you gain experience plus opportunity with Upwork. Super easy. You're going to have your first couple clients in your first couple weeks. 2 is you gain authority with Instagram and documents and ChatGPT. So for example, you build your Instagram profile and then you create a portfolio with documents and using ChatGPT because your copy isn't very good yet, considering you're probably a beginner. And you go ahead and you introduce yourself and you also show people how you'll make the money with Tela plus Miro. Then on week 3, you start outreaching with Instagram even more and you use those Instagram prospects as email prospects as well, and you start sending cold email. You do this consistently, you're sending 10 to 20 Instagram DMs every single day, 10 to 20 emails every single day, and multiple proposals. You're always updating and looking for jobs on Upwork too. Dude, you can't not get a client. You cannot not get it doesn't even work like that. All you have to do is put in the work and the results will come. You will start eating the fruits of your labor, so to speak. So you want to know more about how to actually start copywriting, how to do all these things extremely in-depth. I have a free 8-hour copywriting course. It don't get more in-depth than that you can watch after this video. That's it for today. See you guys on the next one. Peace.